he could not be with us.
And he normally doesn't call for that one screen. He waits till the end of the speech. So just looking at that screen allowed him to turn his head.
Yeah.
And he said it was providential. Does this make you believe in it more, in a higher power? How has that been for you?
I think something was watching over him. I think it's almost like country really needs him.
That maybe God's sparing his life?
Yes.
And then we were told this week, and we were told that authorities have already known this for a while, that there was an Iranian plot to kill your husband. So I watched this video that you released on social media questioning the first assassination attempt.
I can't help but wonder, why didn't law enforcement officials arrest the shooter before the speech?
For the second one, if they knew that there was this plot, why didn't they sweep the golf course?
It's interesting how quiet and everything became, all of the mainstream media. There were a few days of reporting about July 13 event, and everything then became quiet. So I had a lot of questions. What's going on? This is not normal. And is it really shocking that all this egregious violence goes against my husband? Especially that we hear the leaders from the opposition party and mainstream media branding him as a threat to democracy, calling him vile names. They only fueling a toxic atmosphere and giving power all of these people that they want to do harm to him. This needs to stop. This needs to stop. The country needs to unite. And I encourage everybody to read my letter that I wrote on July 14 again, because that cannot continue.
Letter was very powerful. What made you get to the point of writing that letter?
That's how I felt. That's how I felt.
Isn't she wonderful?
When people say they don't like him, what do you wish they knew about him?
That he is really a family man. He loves his family. He loves this country. And all he wants to build better and prosperous.
Yeah, he's just strong. He's not afraid to.
No, he's not
talk
strong.
About the way it really is.
You could see the way he was when he was shot, that in the ear, that the way he stood up and he said, fight, 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 because we cannot allow that to happen.
What was your reaction to Kamala Harris replacing Joe Biden as the Democratic nominee?
Well, how I see it is the record speaks for itself. The country is suffering. People are not able to buy usual necessities for the families. We have wars going on around the world. Soldiers are dying. They were dying under this administration because of weak leadership. The border is open and dangerous. A lot of fentanyl is coming over, killing our youth. It's very hard to see. And an economy, it's really not great. Inflation is high. And if we compare these 4 years under this administration compared to 4 years under my husband as commander-in-chief, he was leading the country through peace, through strength. And the border was safer than ever before. We didn't have any wars. People were prospering. They had jobs. They could support their families. So I think American people need to decide what they really want. Maybe some, strong tweets, but everything else great for this country.
Isn't she
So
there's
it's all in
hardly
Americans,
any
people's
words you
hands
could
on November
say
5th.
except for wow, wonderful, wonderful person. I just don't have any idea how this view can talk to her like that. It's like, for anybody that just watched that, I hope you can see something that I obviously can see. I see a wonderful person, a lady, a true gem, from another country that loves our president, their personal life and what they're doing and how they lived and what they've done and experienced and forgiven and been together, or what their personal life is like. Doesn't seem like it should be really our business when there's been so many presidents that have actually done things as well. So I don't want to say anything too incriminating, except for I like her. Isn't she sweet? She's so special. I really like her. God bless you tonight. Hope you make a good choice this year. Go, Donald Trump. Yeah. Go, baby. We want you back in the White House.